Now, we are going to start with the components of logistics, the part 2 of it. And what the part 2 is emphasizing is just those 5. We simplified those
Hello,
5. And as a result of that, can you hear me, class? As at the other time, we're able to identify them from the complex graphics. So today I will be emphasizing on the specifics. And the first is transportation. The second of the components is warehousing and storage. There are some authorities that will leave it as warehousing. The next is inventory management. After that, packaging and material handling. And the fifth one, information and communication. So it is on this basis that I want to have this class. Now, can somebody just read this first slide to me before I start the explanation? Before I stop at alt. You alt at alt. I'm listening.
a logistics system is made up of 5 interlocking pieces. If one piece fails, the whole system grinds to a halt.
Thank you so much. Anytime you hear system, kindly note that we are talking about one. We are not talking about just one. We are talking about one with subsets. We are talking about sets and subsets. So it suggests that the pieces is my business today, is our business today. Because if these pieces, if they are not together, the entire logistics system will be faulty and there will be issues. It is on this direction that I present to you the first component of logistics system, which is the movers. I call the first component the movers. And when I say the movers, I'm talking about the most visible part of logistics. It is the most visible part that people see more often. It involves choosing the right mode of transport based on speed, cost, and the nature of the goods. The other time we talked about the costs of moving those items in such a way that you, as the business logistician, you will not run at loss. So this time around, we're emphasizing it again, that this is the most visible part of logistics, and it is called the movers. What is the original name? What's the technical name for it? What's the professional name?
Transportation.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very brilliant of all of you. Very brilliant. Now, these are components. We did something similar like this. We have the road, we have the rail, we have the air. You see that you can still pick some characteristics in the transportation aspect of the components here. Secondly, there is warehousing and storage. So if you forgot in part 1 of components of logistics system to establish those 5, do you remember that we isolated 5 for our learning? We had more than 5, but we were able to isolate 5. Do you remember the graphics in part 1 of components of logistics system?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So the second one here, which is the second out of the 5, is the holders. What's the professional name for the holders?
Warehousing and
Warehousing and storage. There are some authorities that you will consult about components of logistics that their emphasis will be on warehousing. But here, I'm putting the conjunction to say that warehousing and storage. Storage is a subset of warehousing. Now, in warehousing, can somebody quickly read what we have so that I can explain?
Goods are rarely sold the exact moment they are made. They need a place to sit. Warehouses aren't just dusty storage rooms anymore. They are highly automated hubs where goods are received, sorted, packed, and shipped out.
Thank you so much. This is very explanatory. Very explanatory. You keep them and at the right time, you take them out. Okay? There is a move now in the global environment, and the move is that you don't just keep your warehouses dirty again. They are now automated in the sense that there is what we call, I don't know whether you have done any course on logistics management, where we call first in, first out. Did you do that? Your logistics management course? Have you done logistics management course? Class?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's what we call first in, first out. So if you use that strategy in the warehousing management, under logistics management course, what that suggests is that it is now automated in such a way that the products that come in first, that have earlier expiry dates, that will expire first, they are the set of products that you sell out first, that you take out for further sales before the new ones. You don't just put everything together, that you mix them up to the point of dust and expiry of those products. So this is the second component. The first one to a layman is the movers. The second one is the holders. The third one, the balancers. What's the technical name for balancers?
Inventory management.
Inventory management.
Thank you so much. Who is reading this for us?
This is a delicate balancing act. If a company holds too much inventory, they tie up cash and risk the product expiring or becoming obsolete. If they hold too little inventory, they run out of stock and angry customers go to the competitor.
Very clear and straightforward. So if you can have a good warehouse, automated warehouse, but if your inventory management, which is going to be one of the things we are going to be discussing in logistics system, if your inventory management is not efficient, you just find out that with all your automation, you just find out that you are not able to respond to demand. And if you are not able to respond to demand, just like some of us that we do e-commerce, you will agree with me. Some of you here, how many of you have ordered something from Jumia, and as Jumia is doing slow motion, you ordered from Konga? Has it happened to anybody here? They refuse to bring it on time, and you ordered from another seller, from another e-commerce organization. Do we have any example here? Online e-commerce, online ordering of items.
So the possibility is low because many of them no longer do payment on delivery.
But it will also affect their product for those who do payment on delivery. For those who do, they have selected items for the products for payment on delivery. They have selected items. There are some items that they still do payment on delivery. So if at times somebody decides to get it and you are delaying, the person can go to another seller. It has happened several times that I know. So it is not for all products. There are some selected products that they do payments on delivery. So the balancers in this case are they have to do with responding to demand, responding to customer demands. If it is too small, just like you have read, somebody will say, what is happening? I have this number to buy, and you are saying you don't have the number I'm requesting. Before you know, the person could go to a competitor, and that person. So that's one of the challenges that could occur when your inventory management is not working well. So the balancers, they are also very important in this respect. Then the third one is the protectors. The protectors. It is one thing for the product to come into the warehouse, okay, well automated, to keep it, to receive it to the point of the time they want to take it out. The balancers, they need to take number. They need to take the figures of the quantity of items. That's the difference between the warehousing and the inventory. The balancers, they are to take the inventory. They put it side by side the demand that is coming from outside, and the response to the demand that is coming from outside. But now, for the packaging and material handling, if you have the number and it is damaged, is that not a problem? Class, if you have the number of quantities, inventory will make the number available. But what if the material handlers are not handling it well? What if there are damages?
If there are
What
damages, then we cannot sell again. It becomes useless. We would lose money.
Exactly. So in that respect, we talk about minimum of 7 rights of logistics. And this is the point where you need to take right condition very serious in logistics system. Right condition has to do with scratches, damages on product. It is different from right quality. If you are buying a golden wristwatch, the quality of the wristwatch has to be golden. But when there is a scratch on that wristwatch, that means it has transcends from right quality to the violation of right condition. Do you get the difference between right quality and right condition?
Yes, sir.
If you are buying a golden cup and you receive a golden cup, that means the item is of right quality. But if you are buying a golden cup, it is a golden cup, but there is one place in the edge of the cup had experienced a crack. That means it was not delivered to you in the right condition. I keep telling people, some people match it up. There is a difference between right quality and right condition. So this is the protector that will protect it from the scratches, from the damages. Okay. Now, can somebody read this for us? Can somebody quickly read this for us? The packaging serves 2 purposes. Okay. I'm listening.
Packaging and material handling. Packaging serves 2 purposes in logistics. It protects the product from damage during a rough truck ride, and it makes the product easy to move, e.g., stacking boxes perfectly onto a wooden pallet. Close brackets.
Yes. Thank you so much. Mr. Kennedy, where do you work?
I work in flour mills, Apapa.
Yes.
Golden Penny.
You sound like somebody who, which units?
Production. I work as the packing manager.
You sound like somebody who is handling materials, who is packing.
Yes, that's where I work.
Yes, you sound it. So, and you know, when you are a logistician, there is a way somebody will talk, you connect. Okay, so thank you for that. That is packaging and material handling. They are the protectors. And class, I hope you understand the issue of right condition and right quality among those rights. I hope you have heard about the 7 rights. It is my duty. That's a course for you in Introduction to Logistics. Okay, now the last one here is information and communication, the brains. Can somebody help to read this?
Information and communication, the brains. The modern logistics runs on data, tracking numbers, barcodes, GPS tracking on trucks, and inventory software. And inventory software ensures that managers know exactly where an item is at any given second.
Thank you. So, if you are to get your item on a Monday, this is speaking to the right time in the logistics rights. It is the information that will tell you about the timing. They will send you mail. In fact, if it is GIG, they will even send you WhatsApp. How many of you have experienced that? GIG will send you WhatsApp. They will send you WhatsApp, and you will observe that all these are under the communication, information and communication. They track in such a way that you get it at the right time. And also right information. They don't send you a message that belongs to another person. and they bring it at the right time. All these are possible because of this component of logistics, which has to do with information and communication. So you see the pieces, when they come together, that is when we have logistics system.